What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is David Benjamin from Healthy Wild Free. Today I'm going to be sharing with you why blood work isn't as advantageous or as accurate as you may think. Now, personally, I'm not a fan of needles. I actually hate blood work. I hate needles. You might be like me in that way, and if that is the case, you are in luck, because today I'm going to be sharing with you why blood work isn't as valuable as you think and why another new testing method or mechanism is actually more accurate and more reflective of your true health results. And this is why it's important to pay attention to the tests that you're getting and how they work, because people will get blood work or hormone panels done or things like that and think they're good and think they're fine, but they still have health challenges and they still have issues that they're dealing with, and they cannot figure out for the life of them what is going on. So a better testing protocol or a better testing mechanism gives you more clear results, and more clear results allows you to focus on what you need to get your health back into alignment. So with that being said, let's break down blood work versus what I'm going to share with you today. So blood work, obviously they take your blood, and when they take your blood, all they're looking at is your blood. And your blood has obviously nutrients in it. There could be heavy metals or toxins or things within your blood, but what is in your blood is not necessarily in your tissue, because the tissues in your body, and I'm not talking about Kleenex, I'm talking about the tissues within your body, the tissue, material. The tissue will either excrete things into the blood or not excrete things into the blood. And depending on whether or not your tissue is excreting this thing into the blood is whether or not that will actually show up in the test results. So for example, let's just use an example. Let's say your blood work shows that your magnesium levels or your potassium levels are fine, but your tissues are actually releasing that into your bloodstream because the body needs to make that accessible to move around because you're actually deficient in it. So your tissues don't have exactly what they need. More of those minerals are in your bloodstream because they're circulating to get to where they need to, and they need to be used really efficiently because your body's actually low in them. That's one example. Another example would be heavy metals. Your blood could show that you are high in certain heavy metals, which that would just not be good, so you want to get rid of those regardless. But it's more relevant to nutrients and minerals and things like that. So all I'm saying is that blood work only shows what's in your blood because it's a singular test based on, obviously, blood work. Now, there's a new testing protocol called HTMA. It stands for Hair Test Mineral Analysis. Blood work is actually reflective of only maybe a week tops, maybe 3 days, because your blood changes very rapidly. So a blood test is also not only reflective of only what's in your blood and not what's in your tissue, but it's also only reflective of a very short and small timeline. Now with HTMA, Hair Test Mineral Analysis, you're actually getting a 3-month window of what's going on in your health and what's going on in your body. So if you have low minerals and high heavy metals, for example, the Hair Test Mineral Analysis will actually show you more accurate results, so you can make more informed and wiser decisions for dietary and supplement protocols to get back on track. So it's a very simple process. I actually utilized a company called Upgraded. They have this lab test that all you do, they send you an envelope. So they send it to your home. You don't even have to leave your home. They send you that envelope. You snip about a teaspoon of your hair into a teaspoon. And it can be hair from your head. It could be hair from anywhere in your body. It really doesn't matter. I actually took a few hair samples because I was like, I want it to be as accurate as possible, reflecting all the places in my body. I just thought that'd be smarter. So that's what I did. I try to think smart. And I sent it into them. And I got my test results in literally I think it was like 4 or 5 days. It was less than a week. And they say 1 to 2 weeks. So they beat what they said they would do, which I love. I love when companies do that. It always makes me happy. And I got my results, and it's just simply a PDF. And I'm not gonna show you my results because this is like my personal health information. However, I will give you a little bit of a breakdown of what the data that you'll get. So you get calcium, magnesium, potassium, copper, zinc, phosphorus, iron, manganese, chromium, selenium, boron, cobalt, molybdenum, and sulfur levels. So you get those are your mineral levels. You also get your levels of heavy metals, so your arsenic, your mercury, cadmium, lead, aluminum, things like that. And there's several more. And then they also give you additional elements these are like your trace elements. So like bismuth, tungsten, lithium, things like that, which are all very important, especially lithium for brain health. But those trace elements are also very important and often overlooked. And once again, this is giving you a wider snapshot of what's going on in your health. And then you also get the ratios of your sodium, potassium, magnesium, all of these ratios, calcium, magnesium, all of these ratios that are beneficial for understanding where your health is at. And those ratios of minerals regulate certain things. They regulate your blood pressure, they regulate your heart rate, your nerves, your muscles, many biological functions within your body. So what I love about the upgraded labs experience is that with this test, you're just getting everything that you need very quickly, and they send the envelope to your home and you send it back to them. It's like extremely seamless, extremely simple, it's fast, and you get highly accurate results that you can act upon. Now, for me, this was very insightful because I wanted to experience it because it's a new test and it has a higher degree of efficacy. And for me, I saw that I had mineral levels, for example, like one mineral level was actually higher than I thought it would be. And I was like, wow, I guess I don't need to keep taking that supplement. And then another mineral level was like way lower than I thought it would be. So for me, and then there was like another mineral that I was a little bit off as well, a little bit low. So for me, I recognized that I have work to do with certain mineral levels, and I wouldn't have that insight if it wasn't for this lab test that just took my hair sample, which I sent to them in the mail. So it's very simple, very clean once again, and it's also much more accurate than blood work. Like if I went and got blood work done, it may say that all of those mineral levels are healthy or fine, but that's because my tissue was excreting that into my blood, and then the blood work showed that it was fine. So I personally, not only do I not like needles, I don't like blood work because it's too short of a timeline. It's not accurate. It's not a full accurate representation of everything that's going on in the human body. And if you're dealing with health challenges, I highly recommend a hair mineral test analysis. The upgraded labs experience was amazing. Like I said, they just send it to you in a PDF, and you get it, you just get it like this in, a PDF form like so. And it's super clean and super simple. So I will link up that lab test right below this video so you can check it out. I'll also link up an article that really breaks down blood work versus the hair test mineral analysis, so you can see sort of a side-by-side comparison, the value of each. And I mean, it really doesn't compare, to be honest with you, but I'll link up that article and this lab test below so you can check it out. Hopefully it gives you more insight and valuable information for your health so that you can make wise and informed decisions. One last thing, if you want to get access to more than 20 different health and wellness brands that I've personally vetted as a health and wellness coach, check out the link below, healthywildfree.com/shop. That will give you access to a bunch of different health and wellness brands, supplements, superfoods, health technology, barefoot minimalist shoes, red lights, hydrogen water bottles, and so much more, along with a lot of discount codes, shower filters that remove chlorine and fluoride, and so much more. Check out that link below. Make sure to subscribe here on the channel, leave your comments and questions below, and I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to live healthy, wild, and free. Cheers.